Life Coach PJ here. And today, I want to share with you 5 key words in transforming your life. Now, why might you want to transform your life, you ask? Well, you could be in a situation out there where you're in a dead-end job or even a career where you're just not happy. You have no leave days, no sick days. You just hate going to work. It may be time to transform your life. Or you could be in a toxic relationship filled with infidelity, physical abuse, verbal abuse. It may be time to transform your life. Or you could be hooked on drugs, needing those drugs to escape reality. It may definitely be time for you to transform your life. A little background about me. I was married for 10 years. 5 good years, 5 not so good years. Collectively, it was a bad situation. My marriage was filled with infidelity, debt, resentment, you name it. I had it going on in my marriage. I just woke up one morning and I was like, I can't do this anymore. I have to make a change. So I decided to transform my life. And along that way, I used these 5 key words. The first key word in transforming your life is truth. You have to be honest about your situation. You have to stand in that truth. I know many of you out there have Facebook, Instagram, and you may see pictures of people popping bottles, partying, money everywhere. Well, I'm here to tell you, all of them aren't standing in their truths. How do I know? Some of them are my friends. Some are even my clients. But it's okay. Sometimes we wear masks to cover what's going on inside. But if you decided to make that transformation, you have to stand in your truth. A perfect example of people who stand in their truths are alcoholics who attend AA meetings. If they're going to speak, they get up, my name is such and such, and I'm an alcoholic. That's standing in their truth. The second key word in transforming one's life is desire. You have to want to make that change. You can stand in your truth all day, but if you really don't want to make a change, then it's not going to happen. It's okay. Some people know what situation they're in and they're content with being unhappy. There's no desire there, so no transformation will happen. For me, I couldn't sleep at night. I'd wake up early in the morning, headache, stressing. I desired to make that transformation. The third key word in transforming your life is receptiveness, openness. Best believe when you decide to make that transformation, some things are going to happen. Some good, some bad. Ultimately, it'll all work out. In my situation, I was receptive to losing my house, getting killed financially, having to go back to live with my mom, because I wanted to make that transformation, so I was receptive to all those things. But the funny thing is, I didn't lose my house, I didn't get killed financially, and of course, I didn't have to go back and live with my mom. But I was willing to do all those things. I was receptive of what was to come. The fourth key word in transforming your life is planning. You got to have a plan. Like football players, basketball players, the coaches, they have playbooks. All those things are plans on what they're going to do. So you have to make a plan on what you want your new life to look like. I had my plan. I knew how I was going to get a divorce, where I was possibly going to live. I had those plans in place because I was taking control of my new life. The fifth and final key word in transforming your life, execution. You got to pull that trigger. You can have all the other key words, but if you never pull that trigger, it's not going to happen. And for me, one of the hardest triggers I had to pull was sitting my kids down and telling them that mommy and daddy are getting a divorce. But it had to happen. And if I didn't make those choices, I wouldn't be sitting here making this video right now. So just a recap on all the 5 key words you need to transform your life. Truth, desire, receptiveness, planning, and execution. What really got me started on this transformation was a story one of my college professors told me. He was at home one day with his wife, early in the morning, probably like 6 o'clock. His phone rang. His wife picked it up, female on the other line, said, "Hey, can I pick the professor such and such?" His wife was like, "He's sleeping, he'll call you back." I know many of you out there, if somebody's calling your man at 6 o'clock in the morning, it's going to be some problems. But I guess she was used to people calling him in all type of hours. He was also an attorney. But the professor woke up and he was like, something strange about that call. So he got up, picked up the phone, called the number back. It was actually a female student of his. And she was on the line and she was like, "Professor, I have a gun. I'm going to kill myself." The professor was like, "It's too early in the morning for this." He was like, "Okay, you don't got a gun." She was like, "Professor, I got a gun. I'm going to kill myself." So he was kind of a joker. So he said, "Go ahead, shoot yourself. I'm here with my wife. I'm good." Next thing you heard, boom, gunshot in the background. The professor's like, "Whoa, this girl came for me to help and I told her to kill herself." So after a short pause, she came back on the line. "Professor, I'm serious. I got a gun. I'm going to kill myself." So the professor's like, "You know what? You're not going to kill yourself. Because if you really was going to kill yourself, you would have done it. Clearly, you're in some type of distress and you need somebody to talk to. So meet me down here at this cafe and we'll talk." So the professor got dressed, went down to the cafe, met with her. So he was like, "What's going on?" She was like, "My husband left me, my house is in foreclosure, and I lost my job." Pretty big things that happen all at once. So the professor was like, "Okay, for your house in foreclosure, let the bank have it. You don't have to worry about a mortgage no more. And there are plenty of people renting houses that'll be more than glad to take your money. And to your husband leaving you, okay, good riddance. Now you can start dating. There's a lot of men out there. And some even want to get married if you decide you want to get married again. And to you losing your job, okay, mini vacation, collect unemployment, and the same things you did to get that job, you can do to get another job." So ultimately, it wasn't even about losing the job, house in foreclosure, husband leaving her. It was the perception. What would people think of me? Professor told her, like, people going through all types of things in life, and these situations aren't unique to you. One thing that I need for you to know is you can hit that reset button anytime you want in life, and there's no set limit on how many times you can hit that reset button. So here in that story for me, I decided to hit my reset button and make that transformation. And using those 5 key words I just gave to you, truth, desire, receptiveness, planning, and execution, I transform my life. You can hit me up on lifecoachpj.com, like me up on Facebook, Life Coach PJ. If you want to email me, lifepurposeliving@gmail.com. Make that transformation. Thank you.